It's got pretty good mandolin type, but for a 6'8", I'd like to have it a little bit more width on the lower hind quarter. There's nothing wrong with the mandolin type, but it just needs a little bit more. I know it's a 6'8", and it could use a little bit more width back here. And it does have a nice coat, well finished. The head needs to be just a little more wider, and the ears aren't bad, but they could be just a little longer also. Okay, a promising light gray, BB3. Like I said, very promising. Got a pretty good little mandolin type. The coat's in transition. That's the way that, particularly when they're this color, like a chin type color, it's real easy to see it because they got the wave in there. Not a lot of points on that anyway. Could use a little bit more width as it gets bigger in the head. That's a very nice balanced ear though. So that'll be the best light gray.
Is it okay if I video yours?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
She's being a pain. Yeah, look at she's molting something off. Yeah, and she wasn't like that yesterday.
Number 3 is Luna. That's my dog's name. That's a pretty nice short shoulder. I do appreciate the length of body that we're carrying. A little rougher than I would like us to be down that spine. Lacking just a little bit of overall length of those ears. Lacking some substance. They're very thin. But pretty pliable, and I do appreciate that they're very free of blemishes. They're just getting formed for me.
Right.
Boink.
Come here, back. Oh, don't you
I
give
do
me.
appreciate the overall body structure, the overall size of the animal. Very nice and with that big midsection hind quarter. Lacking some overall length about the ears, but they're very clean, very free of blemishes. I love that about them. Wish they were a little bit more open. They're getting a little more folded than I would like. I'd like to open them up. It's your turn again. Is she done? That overall body structure. Jenna has a very nice overall length. She turns over the top of the hip very quickly, has good width in the base of that foot. She's swatching that overall color right now. She has beautiful overall openness into that ear, beautiful width into that ear, but they are a tad bit thin. I would like to have better substance to them there.
No, she put her tail in the water.
SWTIF1. It does have a pretty nice overall start to that shoulder. Not wanting to show herself off to the best overall advantage. She's molting quite a bit right now. Does have good width in the base of that hindquarter. I do appreciate the overall width that she's carrying into those ears. Nice length as well.
Okay, the other little boards are going to be at the crunching table, and after that, the New Zealand youth will be at the crunching table.
Number 4. Okay. That is a pretty nice overall length of body. I do appreciate that. We're pretty narrow over that top line of that hip right now. I'm needing a little bit of finish into the coat. We're carrying good shape into that head. Very nice overall substance into the ear. I do really appreciate that. This guy's some very nice overall texture pliability to those ears.
Video, because I'm going to put them on.
I say that's Rancher. When she's done, you can come back.
Rancher? Yep. Great. This looks a nice overall bone. I do appreciate that. A little bit undercut pinch the base of that hindquarter. I'd like to have better width down low. It does have some very nice overall texture into the ears that the animal is carrying. Stepping around in some heat right now. Damn. Rancher, wait till you got it. SWLDOT or a 5 at the beginning. That does have a nice wide body structure, but I'm looking for just a tad bit more depth over the top line of this animal. It does have beautiful substance into those ears, but they could have a tad bit more length of body. A length to those ears, and a little more length of body to balance that as well. RBR19 or 119 maybe? Yep. That does have a very good start to our shoulder. I love the depth that the animal carries over that hip. Beautiful width down low. Excellent overall length to these ears as well. A few blemishes in there, lacking a little bit of texture, but very pretty. I
need 4 broken senior does.
Sometimes you gotta go, you know? Uh-oh. Get back in here. Sorry.
It does have a very nice start to that shoulder. We're flat on her overall body structure. I need more depth over that hip area of the animal. Very nice overall length of those ears, good openness and width that we're carrying. They aren't thin, lacking a little intensity to that color.
Yeah, she's going to be pale forever.
AF592. A good strong start to that shoulder. We have better overall depth over that hip, but not quite as much as I would like. We We do have very nice overall openness in those ears, the width they're carrying as well. Still lacking the intensity of color. 5WMDOT. It's a pretty rabbit, has beautiful overall top line. Could have used a tad bit more width in the base of that hind quarter there. I'd like to have just a little bit more openness in the ears that we're carrying. Close it just a tad, but a good example of the breed.
Shaving hood, sorry. You're fine.
Navani. Yes, ma'am. It has a more substance in the ears that we carry. The body structure is about stable. Pose. AFG12 has a good start. The total we're very flat overall body structure, needing a lot more depth near the hip. It does have very nice overall width into those ears, so I do appreciate that. They're lacking, they're getting stiff. I'd like to have a lot better overall pliability, better texture, more color. SWLM2 is first. Not super one to show herself off. She's very thin about those ears, very folded into those ears. I need a lot more openness for us today, especially into that end of those ears. Look how pretty ears. 3 junior bucks.
Don't climb up there, dude. Can't climb up there yet. SWCAS. A little bit flatter overall body structure. We did have just a tad bit more depth over the top. It does have some pretty nice overall openness in those ears. Very good overall length and width right now. SQ Squirrel. That does have a very nice overall length of body. I do appreciate that. Better, much better about that depth that we're carrying over that hip. Beautiful overall openness to those ears. I love the length that we're carrying just yet. Cute babies 1 and 2. I'd love to see them grow up. SW Move. That's a very nice overall body structure, has beautiful overall length, has an excellent overall depth over the top of that hip, good width in the base of that hind quarter as well. I love this little body structure, and we have some beautiful ears to go with it. Excellent overall texture to them, very nice and open, very nice and wide. Pretty, pretty.
I'm gonna move over here.
Who's not?
Broken buck is going to be the best of breed broken doe opposite. Best opposite.
Well, they had it halfway over there, and I said, you guys are, there's not going to be room for rabbits and people. So they've moved him, and they didn't move the barrel. And I did not notice it until you put these monsters on here.
Baby down.
Was it you that we were talking with the giant chin and the
giant chinchilla and the Flemish? And
yeah.
the face is different. The face and ears are different.
Yeah, see how much different, how bigger and much here?
Yeah, they're much longer and the face is more fat.
Elizabeth Buckman, we need your mini lop at Tara's table.
Sorry.
Elizabeth Buckman.
BB1 is going to be
She's
first.
not here then.
Give him credit for a
Go
good
ahead,
head.
'cause she's not here, guys.
Nice length of ear, nice balance of ear to body type. Just needs to be just a little smoother in that shoulder to rib section. Nice round hind quarter, just lacking in flesh condition over it. Coat's not as finished as the top of the class. Then we got, he'll be best of variety.
One Sandy Senior Buck.
Excellent round hind quarter in very nice condition.
It is AF 593. Both of them have the quality of having long ears and pretty good width. This is a little more narrow at the hind quarter than the other rabbit. Doesn't have quite the head features to the winner also. With a little bit wider head. This is also a little
Okay, we're moving Jersey Woolly to Janie's table.
And then I have
Jersey Woolly to Janie's table.
Stu or Steve. Yeah, okay. He will be, he's got a better head, he's got a better crown. He has a very good mandolin type. A lot more width at the lower hind quarter. And then you have, what, 3 senior does probably? 3 senior does, yes sir.
I'm going to stand over here so I can actually see what he's doing.
Broken, senior buck.
Bonnie, over here. Can you grab Lucky and throw him up on the table for me? Your mom was sweet.
Flat spot right behind the ear. So she doesn't really start her tight until she gets to the hind quarter of the loin. She's got pretty nice equal ear, pretty nice width and length of ear. And then second, she'll be Boink. Second is Boink. She doesn't have, she's just kind of flat all the way through in that shoulder, and the hind quarter needs a little bit more width, and to boot, she's slipping on her coat. And first is Jenna. She actually has pretty good mandolin type. Her problem is her coat isn't there today. does have pretty good length. Probably has the best head and head features and crown. Okay, first, that's WTIFL. Promising type. She just right now she needs a lot more width in the hind quarter, midsection, and the neck. But she's very promising, and I think she'll be a promising rabbit. Best solid will go to STEN. That should be the buck, correct? Senior buck? Yeah. And then senior doe will be the best opposite solid. Okay, fourth is Lucky. Lucky, yeah, and actually has the longest ear, but it just says the body type just doesn't correlate to the ear. It's very pinched and narrow back here at the hip. So it does have good length of ear. And third, go to RBR19. Mandolin's just a little bit late, kind of flat over the back. And compared to these last two, it just doesn't have the width at the lower hind quarter. It's got pretty nice ear in regards to length and width. Two real nice rabbits here. Second is going to go to SWLDOT. Just doesn't have the roundness of that hind quarter. It's a little bit late compared to that one. And you see this one's got a really nice head. I like the length of the ear. First. That is Rancher. Really nice length of the ear, got a great head, and really nice roundness in that great body type. We have four senior does. Okay, fourth is AF 592. Kind of pinched down there in that hind quarter. Not a bad mandolin type, but pretty nice lead. Not a bad tricolor. Good length of the ear and a pretty good head. Just gives a little bit more lift in those right behind the shoulder. Okay, real nice third. And that goes to NAVANI. The main problem on this one's a very narrow head. So it needs a little bit more head to support everything else in that ear. Pretty good hind quarter, a little rough at the hip. Then we have two real nice ones here. I mean, that's a nice rabbit. These two here are really good. Push to get 21 inches. SWL M2. That's pretty good mandolin type. I'd like to see a little bit more strength in the width back here in that shoulder. Doesn't have the width at the lower hip for the winter flat, which is AF64 or 642 or 612. A little bit more body balance, a little bit more hind quarter. Probably you can really see that it's a lot wider down there. Then three out at the end here, 3 junior bucks. SWM00. And low in the shoulders, kind of pinks at the hind quarter, probably one of the younger ones. It's got a baby coat. And then second, okay, that would be SWCAS. Yep. A little low in that shoulder. Doesn't have quite the, obviously a baby still. There's no width at the hind quarter yet. And the winner, showing a little more size. SC, yeah. It's very narrow, but it has a better hind quarter. Pretty good mandolin type, it's just small. Okay. Well, let's see. This one can go back. I think that's it. We got to have should be both the tribes. Should be those. Okay, best broken is this doe, AF612. I'm counting on this little guy to be above. So, okay. So best opposite broken will be Rancher. Yep.
I think that one should stay up for the final.
You're right. I don't know what I was doing.